Hi, it's Sean here. In this video we're going to look through the Sketch Nation app and explain how to create and play our own video games. First, find the Sketch Nation app on your iPad and give it a click. Once the app opens, you'll see that there's a few different options. As we're creating our own game, you need to click on the large Create a Game button at the top of the screen. This opens up a window that shows you all the different game styles that can be created using the app. As you can see, there's lots of different games that you can choose from, but for this video, I'm going to go through the side flying game. This creates a game similar to the popular app Flappy Birds. To select a game, simply click on it. Once a game style is selected, you have a couple of choices to make. Firstly, you have to decide on the mode that you're going to use. Simple mode allows you to create a game quickly. Advanced mode gives you all the features of simple mode, but also introduces additional features like additional levels. Expert mode opens up all the features of simple and advanced mode, but also gives you the full design ability on all the levels. Finally, you need to choose the graphic style. This ranges from 10x10 to HD. No matter what style of game you've chosen to create, you'll always get these choices. If you plan to use this app with young people, we suggest that you think about the age of the young people involved and how long you've got to work with them while choosing the game mode level. For this tutorial, I'm going to use the simple mode with HD graphics. To advance, simply click on the mode you'd like to use. Now inside the game, you can see that you have 4 simple steps to complete the game. Before starting your design, I recommend coming up with a theme. This makes deciding the design of the background, characters and obstacles much easier. If you're working with young people in an educational environment, this could even be related to subjects or topics they are already studying. I decided I'm going to go with an underwater theme for my game. To start, click on the pencil under the image next to step 1. Now you see an empty box where you can design your background. As I'm going with an underwater theme, if I wanted to design a simple background, I could select the colour blue by clicking on the colour box on the right hand side of the screen. Doing this opens up a new window with a large range of colours to choose from. Simply click on the colour you'd like to use and it'll take you back to the design window with a new colour highlighted in the colour box. To fill the whole background with the colour you've selected, you need to click on the fill tool from the toolbar at the bottom of the screen. Once you click this, you'll see the whole background change colour. Another option you have is the availability to use an image as the background. By clicking on import in the top right hand corner of the screen, this opens a new window with 3 options. Camera. This allows you to use the camera on the iPad to take an image and use this in the game. Upload photo. This allows you to choose a photo from your photo library and include it in the game. And finally, art gallery. This allows you to use designs and photos that you've used in previous games you've created. This option is particularly useful once you've been playing the game for a while. I've already saved a few images in my photo library that I think could work well for Under the Sea. So I'm going to click on Upload Photo. Here you can see my photo library and the images that I have to use. To choose a photo, simply give it a click and it will appear in the photo editor. As the background for the game is square, we need to crop the image to be square. To do this, we click on the corners of the square around the photo and drag it until the full square is filled with the photo. Once you're happy with the fit, click Done in the top right corner. This processes the photo and adds it to the background. As you can see, the photo loses quality during this process, but personally I think it helps the image sit better with the game. Once you're happy with your background, click Done in the top left hand corner. Now for step 2, creating our character. To start designing your character, click on the pencil below the picture next to step 2. This opens the design page very similar to the one that we just used for designing the background. Just like designing the background, we can use the fill and image tools, but this time I'm going to draw the character to show you some more of the tools available. As I'm sticking with my underwater theme, I'm going to design a goldfish as my main character. The draw tool is automatically selected when you open the window, and you can choose how big or small the radius of the drawing is by using the slider at the bottom of the page. Choosing the colour is the same technique we use when designing the background. Simply click on the colour box and select the colour you want to use. I'm going to use an orange for my goldfish. Once you've selected your colour, simply use your finger or stylus and start drawing your character. It's important to try and fill as much of the box as possible with your character, as the game automatically shrinks it down to be the right size. So if you're designing your character too small, it'll look really tiny in the main game. You don't just have to use one colour when designing your character, you can use as many different colours and layer them up as you would like. I'm going to use a slightly lighter shade of orange now to add a few more details to my fish. I'm just going to speed my designing up a little bit here, but you guys feel free to pause the video here and take as long as you want designing your characters. If you make any mistakes while drawing your character, the easiest way to fix this is by clicking the undo button, which you can find in the bottom right hand corner. I'm just going to click this 3 times and get rid of the last 3 strokes that I added in. A slightly more advanced feature that you can use when designing your character is the ability to animate them to make them appear like they're moving during the game. To access this feature, click on the Frames button in the toolbar. Clicking this will open up a new window with 3 identical versions of the character at the top. All these frames will have 1/1 under each image. This is because currently we only have 1 frame. To animate, we need to click the plus frame button. You'll notice now that the second icon has 2/2, indicating that this is the second frame of 2 frames. To animate this second frame, the first thing we need to do is click on the icon. This will open the editor. The trick to a smooth animation is to make small changes in each frame. In this frame, I'm going to make the fish's mouth appear to open, and I'm also going to move him up a little bit. Once happy, click the done button in the top left hand corner and click add frame to add a 3rd frame. You can see that the middle frame now has 3/3 underneath, indicating that this is the 3rd of 3 frames. The 3rd frame takes the character from the frame before, so I'm going to click on this and do another slight edit. The first thing I'm going to do is move him down, and then I'm going to click on the erase tool and I'm going to do an edit to its fin. I've decided just to keep with 3 frames today, but you can actually do more if you want to. Just click on the done button when you're happy in the top left hand corner, and then the done again, and you'll be able to see a little bit of your animation playing where we can see the 4 steps. Step 3 is to draw our obstacles. Again, I'm going to stick with my underwater theme with this one, and I'm going to choose some air bubbles that our fish is going to try and avoid. The design feature here in obstacles is exactly the same as it was in characters, and very similar to the one that we used in the drawing our backgrounds, so all the tools that you've already learned can be used again within this one. I'm just going to fast forward this one a little bit so you guys can get on and design your own. Feel free to pause the video here while you're designing your own, and then just unpause it once you're finished. Okay, once you've finished your design, click on the done button in the top left hand corner and we'll go back to the 4 steps. The 4th and final step you've got to do in creating this game is to name the game. Again, if you're working with young people in a classroom or in the community, this is something that you might want to come up with and decide already in the planning stages. To do this, simply click Edit Name. Here a new window will open that allows you to add a game name and add a game description. And that's it, you've completed your first game. To play your game, simply click on the play button in the top right hand corner of the screen. You don't have to wait till your full game is complete to play the game. I recommend playing it after designing each element of the game to make sure they work as you want them to. Once you've finished playing your game, click on the edit button in the top left hand corner to continue editing the game. Here you can continue to make edits to your game. If you're happy with how your game played, click on the back button in the top left hand corner. This brings up a new screen showing that your game is stored locally and giving you the option to save it online. If you're happy with your game, click the back button again in the top left hand corner. This leads us back to the main screen that we saw at the beginning of the tutorial. I'm quickly going to run through some of the features that you can use in Advanced and Expert mode. Advanced mode gives you all the options of Simple mode, but also allows you to edit multiple levels and gives you access to additional settings to further customize your game. Expert mode gives you all the options of simple and advanced mode, but also gives you the ability to add power-ups, enemies, design the level, and a range of other settings that truly makes the game your own. I suggest that you have a play with these to see which mode you think will be most suitable for the young people you're working with. Bye for now.